Okay, so this is the disability module, and I know I've referred to it in probably every other one. And I've also said every person needs to fill out their own name and their own signature and everything themselves, except in the case of disability. There are a few disabilities that, well, there might be more than a few, but there are disabilities that would make a person very difficult for them to sign. And this includes people who are just extremely elderly and their hands shake and they can't sign themselves very legibly. So if the person's disabled and they can't fill out the petition, I'm recommending, and like I said, this is in law, I'm recommending that you try to further document in case it's challenged, okay? Specifically, you might want to record on a blank page or separate page the date that you did this, your name, the person's name, whether they're taller or shorter than you, female, male, hair color, eye color, and an age approximation. Don't ask them their age. This should at least establish, should somebody challenge it and they call you into court and say, hey, did you really sign this for somebody? You can say yes, and this is what the person looked like. And then you have that sort of documentation for yourself. Never, however, ask a person who says they're too disabled to sign what their disability is, okay? That's against ADA rules, or ADA rules. And it's not important, okay? The most important thing is that you saw the person and that you can attest in court, if required, that you saw the person. You can only sign the petition for someone who is specifically too disabled to sign it himself or herself. You can't fill a petition out for someone just because they're like, I don't want to sign this and spend all this time signing this. Can you do it for me? I get a cramp in my hand if I write too long. You know? No, sorry. That's not a disability. You have to have them sign it. Or just move on and find somebody else to sign it who is willing to. Okay, so when they have a disability, you can fill out the petition for that person. But then you have to complete the affidavit of assistance that is provided to the petitioners with a disability, which is at the bottom of this page. So, we have this is our sheet that we're filling out. And when we turn it over, this is all the stuff you should never fill out except this little part at the bottom, which is the affidavit of assistance provided to petitioners with a disability. Okay? So, if on this side you signed for one or two people who had a disability, on this side, you then must fill this out. And you need to put the name of the person that you assisted, their first name and then their last name, the date that you assisted them, or him or her or whatever, the month, day, and year, your signature, your printed name as you signed it, and your full address, including your state and zip code.